Hey guys, my name is Matimio, and today I really gotta give it to Visceral on the way that they've handled Battlefield Hardline since the release. If you guys aren't aware, today they just announced that they are bringing even more free content to this game. You don't need to own Premium, you don't even need to own a single DLC. As long as you own Hardline, you are going to be getting this free content in the very near future. And so one of the things I know many people are going to be excited about is, of course, new weapons. Weapon variety has always been a drawback of this game, not only because there was very few when the game released, but also because of weapon balance problems. There was only like 5 guns that were actually viable, and ever since release, they have been doing an amazing job at increasing that weapon variety and adding in new guns. And so with this new content, they're going to be bringing 2 new weapons for all classes and factions, a new version of the RO933 assault rifle, and a new battle rifle. I'm not exactly sure if these 2 new weapons for all classes is going to mean that we're going to be getting 8 new guns. The way that they worded this is a little funny. And so I'm assuming that these 2 new guns are going to be just all kit weapons, much like the carbines are in Battlefield 4. But if this is 8 new guns for all classes, I mean, that's even more amazing. I would be very surprised if that was the case. We're also going to be getting 2 newish maps with this DLC. I say newish because they're essentially just altered versions of maps that we've already played on, but we're going to be getting Night Job and Night Woods, which is the night version of Bank Job and Backwoods from the very first DLC that they launched. What makes it interesting, though, and why I'm kind of excited about this, is that they're also going to be adding in a night vision goggle gadget. The reason why this excites me is that all of the night maps in Battlefield Hardline do not require night vision goggles. If you see someone out in the distance on one of these night maps, it is easy to see them, basically clear as day. Sure, it has the facade, it has the illusion of nighttime, but when you really get down to it, it plays out like any other map. You don't have to apply different tactics, you don't have to apply different gadgets or accessories to your weapons to be able to see the enemy. It's basically like every other map, but with a night theme. And so the reason why I'm excited about this news is the way that they describe the maps. They basically state it being what will happen when people are forced to face off under the slimmest sliver of lights. I would not describe all of the night maps in Hardline as the slimmest sliver of lights. And so with the addition of the night vision goggles, I'm crossing my fingers that they are going for a true night combat experience. It's a little bit too early to tell. I know that they have tweeted out a couple of pictures, giving us a small indication of what we can be expecting, and it doesn't look like it's going to be pitch black by any means, but I'm really hoping that they try to bring in that new dynamic into Battlefield Hardline. This is one of the main reasons why I love to play on the game Insurgency. You really had to think about what accessory that you were using and how to play around the lights. If you were going to be using the night vision goggles, then you were going to have to watch out for the lighter sections of the map. As soon as you get into those lighter sections, there's going to be a brief period where you're blinded. It might be a better idea maybe just to use a flashlight in those situations. And so if they're able to translate that type of combat into Hardline and to slow down the gameplay a little bit, I could expect that the combat could be a hell of a lot of fun. My one worry is, though, is that if they don't have this dynamic with all of the lights, and it's basically just everyone running around with the night vision goggles just to be able to see the enemy, and there's no consequence for using the night vision goggles, then there's really going to be no reason to play on these maps because it's just going to play exactly the same as the daytime maps. You know, I'd be thinking, well, why is that the case? Well, if everyone's running around with these goggles to see, and they're required, and there's no real negative reason to use them other than the fact that you're giving up one of your gadget slots, then you're gonna basically be able to see everyone. Everyone's gonna light up like a Christmas tree with the night vision goggles, and combat is gonna resume as normal, but with a green tinge to everything, and that doesn't sound all that interesting. And so I'm crossing my fingers that the Visceral Team is accommodating for this. I'm hoping that they are going to be able to bring us true night combat, and if that is the case, then I cannot wait for this DLC. Alongside this, they're going to be bringing in new music, camos, assignments, patches. They're also going to be improving aspects of the game. They're going to be patching in bug fixes. They're going to be balancing out weapons. And the fact that all of this is 100% free is simply incredible. I really have to give it to Visceral for standing by their game. I assumed that they were just going to do what Battlefield 4 did at the very beginning, where they just churned out DLC for the premium service. And while, yeah, I still gotta give it to DICE LA for giving us even more free content, the fact that Visceral has been doing that way before the 2-year mark, which is basically what it took for Battlefield 4, is a huge step in the right direction. They clearly want this game to thrive. They clearly want to improve upon the experience, and the fact that they're doing this for all of their players, for everyone for free, is awesome. And so I really do have to give a huge tip of my hat to them. But yeah, guys, that is about it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. They haven't announced exactly when this DLC is going to launch. They've only said soon, so whenever the hell that is, but hopefully it's going to be in the near future. But yeah, guys, until tomorrow, have a good one, and take it easy.